Good evening, everybody. I'm Kath Lloyd from Make the Change, and it's Wednesday night, and it is Let's Talk. And tonight we're going to be talking about what is your body up to. Now, we know as women and as men, we have to do physical checks. So for us women, it's checking our breasts, and for you guys out there, it's about checking your testicles for obvious signs of cancer. But what I want to talk about tonight is checking in with your body to see where the stresses are, where the strains are, so that you're in a better position to be able to manage them, to treat them, and so that you can be happier and healthier and enjoy life a lot better. And it was quite interesting the other day. I spotted a post by somebody who I'm connected with, who is a enduro mountain bike rider, and he said that it isn't more expensive newer bike parts that necessarily make you go faster. It's your body and how you look after your body. And I noticed that he'd been having some sports massage, and for him, that is about getting rid of the toxins in the muscles so that your body will recover a lot more quickly, so that you can perform a lot more effectively and, stretch yourself a lot more. And it is about maintaining, all right? And it's very easy to think about your body when you've got aches and pains, when, it's life is tough, but it's also important to look after your body and think about what's going on with your body when times are good, because things can creep up on you without you knowing it. And so this is why it's important to check in on your body every now and again to see what's going on. And I was at some networking the other day, and somebody did this little exercise with us, and I thought, you know what, I need to share this because it was a great little exercise. It only took a couple of minutes. You could make it take longer if you wanted to, but it only took a couple of minutes to just notice what's going on in your body, notice the tension in the muscles or the relaxation in the muscles, so that you can do something about it. Okay, so I'm going to do this with you now. All right, so I hope you're sitting somewhere comfortably. I hope you're not driving or something listening to this, because it would just not work on so many levels. All right, so turn the cooker off, turn the computer off, turn the telly off, whatever you're doing, and just find a quiet place to sit down. All right. And I want you to shut your eyes, because I want you to really concentrate on the different parts of the body that we're talking about, okay? And first of all, so I hope you're sitting down, okay? Somewhere safe, somewhere quiet, somewhere where nobody's going to come up and draw a funny moustache on your top lip or anything like that. Okay. And I want you to shut your eyes and take 3 lovely deep breaths in and then out again. So that's 1 in, hold it for a couple of seconds, and then out, and then in, hold for a couple of seconds, and then out. Okay, so we're going to start with your feet and work up through the body. Okay, so I hope you've got your feet flat on the floor, and I want you to concentrate on the muscles in your feet. How are your feet feeling? Give your toes, the muscles in your feet a little bit of a wiggle and see what they're like. Okay, so now I want you to move up to your calves and just bend down, okay? And just give your calves a little bit of a squeeze, both of them. And how are they feeling? Are they feeling tight, or are they feeling loose and soft? Loose and soft is good. Okay. So now move up through your knees and into your thighs. And how are your thighs feeling? Check the fronts of your thighs and the backs of your thighs. Are they feeling tight and tense, or are they feeling nice and relaxed? Okay, now into your buttocks. Okay, this, you know, your buttocks are a very important part because they're connecting your torso to your legs, and a lot of people can get a lot of muscle strain. So again, you know, and as you're doing this, you can tense the muscles up. Okay, if they're feeling a little bit, if you're feeling a little bit tight, tense them up and relax. Okay. And then I want you to move up to your back. Think about your lower back, the middle of your back, and the top of your back. And this is where so many people have a lot of problems, because, you know, if you think about it, it's a very complex structure, isn't it? You know, your spine, all those little joints running all the way down your spine. So just check in with the base of your back, the middle of your back, and also the top of your back. Okay, and that is going to include your shoulders. All right, now this is shoulders, and your neck is where, you know, most people carry their stresses and their strains. So give your shoulders a little wiggle. Okay, and just check in and see how they're feeling. Now also what I want you to do, and this wasn't done in this little exercise that I was taken through the other day, but also your elbows. Check in with your elbows. All right, because I've had trouble with my one left elbow, and I just happened to mention it to my practice nurse, and she said, I think the problem is you've probably got a little bit of a trapped nerve, and it's to do with the tension in your shoulders. So as I have become less anxious and less stressed with things that are going on in my life, in actual fact that has made my elbow a lot better. So it just goes to show how one thing can affect another thing in your body. Okay, and then the next thing I want you to do is think about your face and also your head. All right, now we carry a lot of tension in our faces. Okay, and so just have a feel around almost, have a little squash as if you're having a little facial massage, because actually, when we're frowning, when we're smiling, we're using these muscles all of the time, and so it's important to look after them, because if we're very anxious or very stressed for over a long period of time, it really shows in our faces, and it can really age us dramatically. Some of the people that I used to teach with, and they retired and we've met up, and every time we've met up they've looked younger and younger and younger. It's it's as if they've sort of got 5 years of their life back, because because they were so anxious and stressed at work, with the roles and responsibilities that they had to take on. It was really showing in the faces. Okay. And then, the tension in your shoulders and your neck are going to go up into your scalp as well. So, if you're getting a lot of headaches, migraines, this can be a sure sign of anxiety and tension that you're carrying lower down in your body. Okay. And then take some deep breaths, 3 deep breaths in through your nose. Hold, and then out again. In through your nose, and out again. In through your nose, hold, and out. Okay. So it's important to do this regularly, okay? And you can include this in your quiet time that I've talked about in the past. Sitting outside would be a great thing to do. I know it's been a lot colder, but there's nothing to, there's nothing to say you can't wrap up warm, get your hat on, get your gloves on, get your scarf on and get outside and just sit somewhere where you can do this in the fresh air, because then you're killing two birds with one stone really, and you're getting a little bit of midday fresh air perhaps, or early morning. The time of day is to suit you, and if it's sunny, that is going to be even better. So yeah, check in, okay? And whatever is going on in your lives is going to tell in your body, okay? So it is about, whatever it is, it's about taking control, okay? Take control of the difficult things that are going on so that you can do something about it. Start helping yourself to feel better, okay? And celebrate the good things, all right? That is really, really important. But, if you are struggling to keep in touch with, the happier you, perhaps you've lost sight of the real you because of things that are going on in your life, then, a great place to start is my top 10 tips to keeping yourself sane. Now that is a 10-day mini e-course. I go through breathing, how essential oils can help, with good breathing technique. We're talking about relaxation, sleep patterns, diet, a bit of cardiovascular work, good, good exercise regime, what you're tuning into socially and who you are tuning into, and also looking at anticipation of what you are heading towards. And this will be a great start to helping you focus on you as an individual, giving yourself a little bit of time each day, because a lot of these things don't take that much time. And it's easy to say, oh, I'm too busy, I've got this to do, I've got that to do, other people more important than me. But actually you are just as important as everybody else, okay? That is really, really important, because if you don't look after yourself, how are you going to be able to look after the people who are relying on you? So it's about, even if it's 5 minutes a day, that is really, really important. Okay, so if you want to tune in to top 10 tips to keeping yourself sane, then I'll put the link below, but you can also go to my website www.kathlloyd.co.uk, and it's top 10 tips to keeping yourself sane. Now, take advantage of it, because at the moment it is free. It's a free little course, all right, for you. And in a couple of weeks, it is going to have a price tag attached to it of £35. So I suggest you get on, go to the link and get yourself registered for it, so that you can really start maintaining your body even better than you are doing at the moment. Okay, so just a little bit of information for you that I was passing on from somebody else that I thought was a great little technique. And I'm going to love you and leave you now, and I will speak to you next Wednesday at 8 o'clock live here on Facebook. Bye bye now.